Um, but that said, like we are far from home, my friends. Um, now the now I cannot possibly, and I'm not even going to try to possibly keep up with the number of maps and things like that are going to go on. So if we get into battles, like I said, we're going to have to just take a minute while I pull up on Roll20 and make a little battle map for us to get on, and they'll be basic, and we'll deal with that. We are going to play on Roll20 just to have the share of the rolls that we can see. So use it. But as far as the way we're gonna, I intend on playing is not to use battle maps like we have, even recently. Just pure descriptions of what's going on around you. Old school shit, right? So if y'all, and we've done this a number of times, like when we went through the Druid City, or we went to the city we just went through. I hear it was all you had was like a basic map of a city, and the things that were going on around you, the environment, and all that's being described to you, right? So so we're going to now if y'all are ready, you just in fact, I'll put up a poll. We'll do that. How about that? Yeah, because I do like fucking around with you guys, and I could fuck around with you guys for literally eternity. But at the same time, if y'all want to play some D&D, y'all just let me know. Man, I don't know. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. It got such shit reviews. Yeah, it got such shit reviews that I'm just like, I'm gonna wait for that to go on sale. With that badass clapping, yes sir. So Gargak, in your inventory, I finally fucking added the actual owlbear mantle that was handed to you by the stone golem guy. Yeah, so you have that. That's a fucking thing. Be aware of that. And I didn't fuck with anybody else's inventory. Yeah. Okay, so I got six for 6 yes, y'all are ready. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna return back to where we were. We were in we had just literally fallen out of the fucking sky into onto this golden plain. And when I say plain, think like Lion King, like the fucking plains, right? Like wheat fields around you. There's a soft breeze. I will say that the sun that you do not see is starting to go down. It is getting darker around you. You can kind of get an orange glow and the purple hues and all that in the air above you. You have already started to approach this wide river off to the north, and you are now amongst yourselves. When you got here, you discovered that the chained skull with all the arcane etchings and everything that you had on you, that you had previously learned was an item called a Mimir, is now working. Yes, and the it's a strange item, but do be aware that this is an item that you have that works. So now you are here amongst the group. You have all just fallen out of the sky. You have not quite literally talked to each other very much. What's going on, guys? So that's another thing too, though, is be aware. Yeah, that's another thing. So here, in our settings, role play is the name of the game, guys. You are these characters. So put your helmet on, put your ears on, your shiny bows, you have your frilly, shoes, whatever you need. You remember you. You of all the individuals, first off, you as of all individuals would actually be experiencing a lot of visual problems right now because the sun is not something that Pinello has ever seen. Yeah, so eventually, you know, when your eyes do adjust, which would take about 15-20 minutes, even the hues of the sky and the sky itself is something that Penelo has never seen. Remember where we were and what was going on and all that sort of stuff that we were going through and where you came from, right? Like you were from the Underdark on in Elorath. Were you running off somewhere, running off blindly? Yeah, it doubles your dash speed. Yeah, 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 it doubles your dash speed. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doubles your. It allows you to dash twice, basically. Like, okay, I mean, I know what it does. So, what are you doing? Why, the rest of the field, the people are here. I assume you're all going to stand up. I got you. I got you. Okay. Okay, so you're a little tense, gotcha. Yeah, so you talk amongst yourselves. You guys tell me what you do. I'm here to only to react to what you're doing. There are no rails here. This world is yours. We have, like I said, we have the last time we left off here, and you know, on this main campaign, you guys had started approaching a large river to the north that you noted was not running super fast and was very wide, and that was flowing to the east. And like I said, it's starting to get dark. It's not like super dark. You probably got an hour or two before it starts to actually get dark. So this river goes on for quite some time. Um, yes. So the way we role play and things work, okay, just so we know, so just before we continue, I'd like to say, the way role playing things like this work, you don't just say, well, if I do this, if I do that. No, it's you do this or not, right? So like, yeah, there is no, I'm not, you don't have an insight to God's mind, right? There is no one that's gonna come down and be like, you know, yes, there's things here. So what I'm saying is, if you want to get in the water, find out. You tell me, you know. Yeah, so think about what you're doing, and this goes for everybody here. And like I still heard Faye Rand to speak. Are you alive, buddy? Are you sick or something? Sticking your heads in the water, this slowly moving water here, you're going to look around, and you know, though your eyes are still adjusting, you can clearly see the shape or outline of a rather large crocodile that seems to have taken notice of you. There are a few fish here; they're fairly small. Those of you above the water would see the lines of this rather large crocodile start to move. Some of you may have mistaken these things for rocks beforehand. He does not clearly believe that because he is much larger than you. This is not a standard crocodile. You are not an Elorath anymore. Even though you, as an ocean dweller, would have not seen, you would be very ignorant of crocodiles in general. But I mean, remember that. There are neither of these in the ocean. It's all good. I mean, I understand. Yes. What are the rest of you doing? Gargat. The water itself is not salty, but it is fairly brackish. It's not moving very, quick enough to remove or cleanse any algae and things like that that have formed along the rocks and edges here. Not the cleanest of waters. So as you start moving towards the shore, this thing begins to pick up speed a little bit. The rest of you would note this. You could, like I said, you can see it just like in a crocodile. You could see the tail, ridges, and so on, sticking above the water. We are not currently in combat. You don't have to think about the action, but you don't have to think about the turn order like this. We're just role playing here. This is the setting that we're in. So for your knowledge, what'll happen is I'll tell you guys to roll initiative, and then you get into that mindset. What are you trying to cast? Oh yeah, that's fine. Just climb out of the water. Yeah, it's yeah. There's not like a it's not like a bridge here. There's not a drop off into this water. Yeah, you could just climb out. Yeah. No, yeah, no, you can just climb out. Yeah, yeah, Penelope clambers out of the water rather quickly. When she does, this crocodile kind of turns at the embankment, and you can see his eyes and the snarl that he makes for a moment as he takes note that there are more than one of you, and seems to not think this is worth his effort and turns. I also would like to think about how no one here has spoken about the fact that we're all just ghosts and now we're all material people, and like this now we didn't die. Like what has occurred? Yeah. I mean, you have, yeah. And now you're just like a different place. You're like, okay, this is whatever. Like, where are we going now? You can taste the air. The air here is crisp. You can start to hear insects chirping in these forests, this forest off to the south. The sky has grown dark. The effect is a strange one for those of you who have lived in Elorath for quite some time, because it's like the sun sets on all horizons as far as you look around you. In the sky, there are no stars. It becomes very dark. You have the lantern, but there's nothing in it. It's now just a standard empty lantern, yeah. Now, to note, you are walking through plains grass. The area next to the creek itself, it is, kind of worn off. It's clear that other people have walked in this path before, but to your right, there are large plains. Beyond those plains, you can see a large forest. For that goes on as far as your eyes can see. Above this forest, to the north, there's quite clearly a very tall mountain, and with the setting sun, you can see this floating, strange, metallic-looking ring above it. And this is very far off, and it's quite large. To the northeast from where you stand, you can see ridges of mountains that have a glow of orange about them. seemingly smoke rising up from them. You can see what looks like building outlines and shadow silhouettes of those in that distance. This is all trailed and mixed with the sound of the water as it continues to trickle at your side. Hey, I like that for fucking classic D&D and bitches. What's up? That's how you do it. Sorry, back up. I mean, you can. It's your body. It's your right. Like I said, this is D&D. You do what you want, okay? I'm just here to. I'm just. I assume we are continuing our trot along this river to the east. It's clear from where you stand as the sun is setting. You get to see the slight reflection off the water. This river seemingly goes on for a while and bends up to the north. Now, as you're walking along, those of you with night vision would have no issue. Those of you without night vision, well, no issue for a range up to 60 feet. It's limited, just like your normal sight. But the rest of you without no dark vision would find it very dark. Like, you can see your fucking hand in front of you dark. Remember, there are no stars. There's no moon. That, maybe not. But I'm allowing it for a little bit. But I'm just saying, it's very fucking dark. And yeah, the note, like I said, those of you that have all of you who've come from Elorath, even Payrandis would be like, there are no fucking stars. He creates a spitting ball of flames up here in a disco show that is quite impressive. It immediately lights up the area around you as he floats above you in this orange hue of light. This causes large, like grasshopper type insects to scurry away. You can see some off in the distance some sort of reptilian something that doesn't quite look like a crocodile, more like an eel's skin, slide off into the water as you all trot along. Y'all want to hear me scream internally while I get eaten? Because this will be awesome. Y'all want to? Do you want a certain form of PTSD? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You go to cast it, you concentrate, but for some reason it just does not work. You can do 1, 2, and 3. Hold on. I see dancing lights. That's the only one I didn't see it. Nope. I don't see it in Discord or on Roll20. I mean, you can tell me what it is, but just tell me what it is. I don't see. What was it? Spirit Shroud. So you can do exclamation spell space whatever the name of the thing is, right? And it'll give me the information for it. So if you want to do some. So you cast this, and yeah, you know, you quickly obliterate a number of insects in the grass here, and you're rippling in the water slightly, but it doesn't last very long. I'm gonna have you do this for the rest of the game. you are now, you are now you are now spell reader. Yes. So it doesn't last very long because remember we're not in this isn't combat time and it lays concentration up to 1 minute. So for a minute this occurs. The rest of you would witness this. You are making quite a stir as you're going through down the plain here, walking next to the river. Those of you with intact bellies, which is all of you, would note that you're hungry, you're thirsty, you're a physical being. So am I to assume that you guys are going to travel throughout the night here? So I'm gonna say that you're walking through the night like this. Uh, yeah, it would be an exhaustion thing. Yeah, that's what I think is that. I mean, you guys have decided to do this. You're going to be My brain keeps wanting to refer to it as endurance, but it's exhaustion. All right. I mean, this already happened. You guys just told me you wanted to walk the other night. You know, but I mean, if you want to take a vote on it, y'all can. But from now on, I'm not gonna be telling you to sacrifice the things ahead of time. That's not how life works, right? I'm just telling you. I mean, I'll allow it this time, but from here on, there will be no what the consequences of your actions are. I'm just asking you what your actions are, because that's how real life be. Yeah, that's what I would think, but we haven't played with it very much, and I know I haven't played with, like, hunger and survivability and things like that. But we are totally gonna get into these sort of things. So it's a fucking wild world out here, boys, girls. Let's do it. Like I said, this is Elorath anymore. It's not. It's a whole nother world. No, we're not getting rid of it. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it Gargak's fucking soldier, dude. He's just like, I don't even fucking sleep. What you fucking talking about, boy? I just woke up from being dead after breaking out of a fucking prison as a spirit. Fuck off. All right, like you see my arm? Fuck you. Yeah. Y'all are got some old people too here with us. It's really in the 5e rules. Exhaustion level 6 is death. I, yeah, exactly. Like number 5 is speed reduced to 0, 6 death. Like shit, bro. Uh, Number 4 is pretty hard too. Number 4 is hit point. You want to do what? Play your harp? What do you have? Oh, you're gonna take watch. So y'all gonna set up camp. All right. All right. All right. So I don't know how many of you actually have bedrolls. I don't know if you have a tent. So you are next to a river, and there is a wide, like I said, a large field over here to your right. Well beyond the field, she just rolls out this like seaweed fucking wad, throws it on the ground. So, who are my first watchers here? Nevik's the very first. I don't know. You're gonna be rolling me a d12 on the watch, and I need about a second. Yeah, I didn't create a good like blank template for this shit. Would you roll? You rolled an 8. All right. So yeah, the night for you is fairly uneventful. It's a nice breeze out here. You definitely hear some like splashing off in the distance. I mean, you're in Florida. You know exactly what sitting next to a fucking large, wide, slow-moving river at night would sound like. Yeah. It's up to you if you actually want to do something, but yeah, that's how things are gonna go in the future. Is we're it is like I said, very dark out here. What the fuck, man? I gotta find all these tokens. Oh my god. Um, maybe on this one. Yeah, I got like 50 of these fucking things. Oh my god, no. Anyway, fucking whatever. Because yeah, if you guys do roll one, I need to be able to pull that up, right? But anyway, yeah, it's fairly uneventful here. It's quiet, you know, in the evening. And for you, you know, a bit unsettling. I mean, you fucking would not be an individual that has spent a lot of time in large fields like this, I imagine. Yeah, as Nevik, you know, a bit too quiet for your taste. Uh, so yeah, have fun with that. But other than that, nothing major occurs. Nobody walks upon you. You don't hear anybody. Yeah, yeah, really. All right, Pinelli, roll me a d12. Up, same thing. Yeah, it's fairly quiet out there. You would see some like rustling off in the field as if like something flat or large was like pushing down grass for maybe a minute, but other than that, nothing seemingly occurs. Yeah, it's pitch black. It's like staring into the void. It's very all right. Well, still, you know, with your roll, with your roll as it is, nothing major goes on with you. And yeah, you guys are going to be sitting around, and Pinello and you know, the rest of you are going to notice the orange glow on literally every horizon around you at the same time. It's not, um, like I said, like in our world where there's a single place where this goes on. This is, you know, yes, it's all around you. I mean, you tell me, man. Like, I think that's just like an insight. That's a bad insight. I mean, that's pretty wise. You know, I think you would sit around and be like, Yeah, I think you would sit around and be like, well, this means that we are not on the ball anymore. Yeah. Let's see, what would be a nice skill check for that, right? Nature, nature boss. No, I'm gonna say if he's trying to snatch something, but like he's just trying to snatch this, yeah, survival or nature. Uh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is yeah, or that, or I mean, you're not inspecting for berries or anything, so I think for finding fish and even catching one would be survival. Yeah, so you'll find like you'll be able to pull out like a crawfish at best with a 12 man. Like it's not going to be the. Oh, that's right. I gotta look in your fucking rolls for me. Fuck, I pay just what I want, man. You ain't give a shit. I mean, but this is how he defines it. He says, "I'm gonna go catch a fish." I need details, right? So again, this is how we were gonna we're gonna be playing with this. Let's go. Maybe this one's got it. I'm sorry, I'm distracted as shit looking for these fucking tokens. Got him. Yeah, but here he literally just got crawdadded. With the 19, it's not a bad crawdad. It's a big one, but it's still a crawdad. The fish here is a little small, a little quick. It certainly has four claw things instead of two, like Earth, and you're very much aware of that. It's kind of a dark brown hue, though. It has kind of the same shell color. Okay, we're trying to you're trying to use a say this madness to me again. What are we doing? Sorry, I was just trying to play with tokens. I really was. I mean, how are you gonna hook a fish with a fire? Okay, so you want to cook the fish. I thought you said hook the fish. Okay, yeah, because I thought he said hook a fish, and I'm just like, what are you telling? Like, yeah, and I'm just like, in my brain, especially when he starts talking about control flame, because I'm just like, okay, does that mean we're like turning it into a hook? Yeah, are we turning it into a hook so we cook it instantly when we pick it up? Because I'm like, that's clever, but like at the same time, I don't want to set a precedence of like real madness here. Yeah. Oh man, I almost feel like partial animal handling would be a check. What's a good? I mean, what? Let's. I mean, when we were doing it with Nevik, we had a cooking check, right? Which was just like a straight D20. So I mean, if you as a person who has just become a human being, I imagine your cooking would probably not be the best. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is, so though he does not have much experience with cooking, he does know fire. And he does know how to not necessarily burn meat when he likes to cook it. And therefore, whatever it is, it's still meat. He's cooked turtles, things like that perhaps in the past, even as a dragon. So, he makes this stuff. It's fairly pungent, does not smell great. It is still in the shells. The moment you crack this open, it becomes quite apparent that the meat inside is not solid like that of a crab. It's very liquid. It starts pouring out. It tastes like bone marrow soup. It is horrendous. But yes, it is hearty. You quickly, within like a claw of two of this, you feel full. You get a nice full belly glow about you. There were three. These things had four claws on it. You've eaten two of these. You're still gonna tail. I mean, you could feed about three people with this. It is pungent. So yeah, you're gonna crack this open, slurp it down. You guys enjoy it. Like I said, it's fairly brothy. It does not smell great. Does not taste great, but yeah, once you get it down, it's there. But it does leave a pungent aftertaste. Kind of quenches your thirst, but not like the best. There we go. Flimmy is a good word. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are gonna keep following this river, and eventually you're gonna start approaching what off to the east you can see is a rather large lake at the base. So you remember how I told you there was this huge fucking pillar of a mountain off to the northeast, right? The river, as it goes for close a little bit to the northeast, you can see this large lake beyond this like range of mountains off to the north that you are coming upon. Like you can tell that maybe 2 3 days you'll be there. Like it's pretty notable size. Off to the far end of the east of the lake, you can see from where you are maybe like little dots of like huts or something. Looks a little more greener over there. You can see that this is at the base of this huge fucking tower of a mountain thing. And when I say huge, it's like fills the fucking sky when you look over there. Like, this is well beyond Eiffel Tower. Okay. Yes, it's fucking like larger than just mountains and shit. We're talking fucking planets. Some Mars shit. Think about the size of our planet, right? And if it were flat and we just had this fucking giant pillar sticking out of it, like a top or something. That's on your philosophy, right? For the ball is man, for the keep the birds. I don't even yet. God damn it. Let's not turn this campaign into a blast. That's it. We start getting really weird supporters. uh, the best campaign ever. It's the only one telling the truth. You do not. As far as your eyes can see, like I said, mountains, hills, rivers. You see some swamp shit off to your right. Like I said, there's definitely a mountain with like some sort of volcanic activity about it. You can see from where you're standing over there that yeah, there is like large bridges that are built between some of these mountains off in that where this lava shit is. It looks pretty far off. I mean, that's you know that's adventure. That's real life. You'll be marching along here through the things. Yeah, so you guys are gonna definitely get a little bit muddy and like just general kind of some insects bothering you here and there. They're not quite mosquitoes. They're not quite gnats, but whatever the fuck they are, they're annoying as shit, and they come and go as you travel. They don't really seem to have too much interest in Pinello, but Gargak is like prime meat. The humans are medium spicy meat. So is this the half elf. So that occurs. The sun, as you guys are continuing along, are you going to do anything during the daylight? Like, what's going on with you guys? You guys are free to do as you please. So, yeah, if you want to look around here, like around certain bends in this river, there are patches of like trees that you can see, and these trees don't appear any different than the trees you would know in real life. They're massive fucking green bastards with all sorts of shit that some vines, some that are entwined here and there. Some of them are kind of curvier than trees you would see here, but whatever. They're fucking trees. They don't stand out as completely unique. None of them are glowing, anything like that. Some of them are of different colors and like hues, like they have like a bit of a darker purple or orange here and there when you do see them. But other than that, none of them have reached out and snatched you or anything like that. So yeah, you're free to, as you walk upon the next one of these, search for something to eat amongst it. And you can do so, I believe, with a nice nature check. I think that's good. Or survival. I'll allow it either. So yeah, you do find some vines that you're pretty sure that if you could find a way to hack these off and like boil them, they would be great. Gargak finds some that are slightly loose that he thinks he might be able to stick his fingers under. So the moment Gargak sticks his finger to these things, this vine shifts and, of course, tightens down on his fingers and pinches them to the wood of this tree. As the party was going along, everybody stops. And Gargak's just yelling, "This thing is biting!" Uh, as he's putting it, and to the rest of you, it would appear like, yeah, he's just holding his hands into the spine. Like the spine is tightened up. I imagine he would have put his good hand in there to try to pull it, right? I mean, and to be clear, his like bad hand isn't like unusable. It's just notable that the skin's lighter and the muscle tone not as thickly. Yeah, exactly. You are free to make some strength checks and try to give me a strength save to pull your hand out of there. I would optionally allow you to give it a dex, but I know you. Yeah, so you're definitely just gonna fucking rip this thing out. Yeah, you said, well, he's gonna rip the good chunk of the vine off. This vine, when you do rip it off, you can make like a kind of a squealing death noise or something, and the rest of you would see the moment he pulls this off, what does remain quickly latches back to the tree and starts intertwining around itself to kind of form a knot of what was, and after that it just quits moving. The piece in his hand, on the other hand, does moves for a moment, 2-3 seconds before it just now appears to be a limp vine. It does have some sort of like a yellowy kind of sap on each end where he tore it off. The interior of it's much clearer looking and kind of a white bark color as opposed to the exterior that is a grayish motley tree vine color texture. Use your imagination, Dan. Make a CGI model and send it to me right now, okay? Fuck you, special effects, right now. If it doesn't come with like its own music track and like you want to hire some voice actors to like tell me about yeah, this needs to be PS4 quality at least. That's bare minimum. Get your ass out of here. None of that cartoony shit. Goddamn. I personally want a pop-up book story. If y'all are going to present a D&D to me story, that's what I want. I want a customized pop-up book story that is just happening dynamically, like as I'm going on. Yeah, yeah. I want you to turn the page and it already be the pop-up book story version of what we're doing. So yeah, anybody else doing anything? Penelope said she wanted to go fishing. Give me that survival check, boss. Yeah, you can use the Discord one too either way. I mean, whatever you want to do. Yeah, because I got eyes on both of them. That's the now one. Oh, shit. So you're gonna roll a 13. You're gonna be able to catch a fish. It's not a big fish. It's not a small fish. It's kind of flat and it's kind of flat gray. Has a yellow kind of liner on its fin. It's certainly not any fish you've ever seen. No, that is not how this works, my friend. You do it one time, you do it that. That's how we do checks. Yep. Yeah, because otherwise the precedent is, well, I can just keep doing it until I succeed. Right? You see what I'm saying though? Oh, but with the 13, with the 13, she's got a fish that's like I said, a medium-sized fish, not exactly tiny. It's kind of flat, and it's grayish and got this yellow line that runs across its back. Yeah, but the rest of the time she casts, nothing else bites. She rolled a 13, right? And yeah, so what you guys got going on? It is this fish was alive for a moment. I don't think you have any sort of psychic bond where you can hear a fish, but you would definitely watch it like flop around on the bin for a minute. Yeah, which would not be an issue with you because sea elves eat fish all the time. Yeah. You have successfully caught dinner for yourself at least. Who else? Who else? What are we doing, guys? The sun's starting to set out here. We move along this river. It bends up to the north and eventually starts to dip back down to the south. Continuously to the east, the slow water. here and there seeing gators, some smaller than those others. You're still at least a day and a half off from this place where you're trying to get to, which was the large lake that you can see off to the east. Of note, the dotted what look to be huts of some sort. As you get closer, you can see dots that appear to be some sort of humanoids. This is on the other side of this lake. That it wasn't me. No wood. No wood for you bitches. Actually, there is no immediate wood in your vicinity. You can walk off into the field a little bit, maybe, I don't know, 600, 700 feet. It's a good distance off to the motherfucking edge of what looks to be appear to be a thick forest that has been off in the distance, waving in and out of this field as you've moved along for a good bit. Off to your east, or to where you're standing would be your right, basically, is, like I said, the large, flat, volcanic fucking materials. It's pretty far the fuck off, but there's a forest that separates that and the field, and so on. Yes, here and there, like I said, this forest, it's not a straight line. This is nature, right? Like, this forest comes and reaches out along the road here and there. So give me that nature check, boss. All right. So yeah, you are going to be able to find some wood, but it's not the bed. Like, basically, it's a handful. Like, it's what you would if you were like send an 8-year-old to find wood for a fire. You would come back with like a collection of small sticks, basically. He was very dropping. That's the part we can't do live action. We gotta skip over that again. Yeah, we gotta skip over that part of the storyline. He was very dropping. Go, uh, no, we would just literally make from the get go, Valdir's main actor would be a black guy. That's the only way around this situation, okay? Like, I mean, it was great and it was hilarious, okay? But I'm just saying, in 22, yeah, in 22, yeah, in 22, I'm not sure we could do it, but yeah, it was hilarious. Um, I'm helping. Yeah. Yeah, so basically he's gonna come back with a fistful of fucking sticks, yeah, like holding it against his trident hand and be like, "That's what I got. I don't know why you guys decided to send me to do this, but fuck you, here it is." So that's not gonna last long. Uh, Under the flame of favor, this is anything. I'll give you an hour of firelight. This is on you guys, however you want to set up your. Uh, If you want to have watches, how you want to do things, that's up to you. You guys are sleeping on the fucking muddy ground. Keeping scratch from your trident hand. Yes, sir. That's what our nighttime dice are from traditionally back in the day. So with the 7, you're not going to see too much out here. You're going to see the same thing Pinello did off in the field. You can definitely see that it looks like something like large and flat is pressing across this field for a moment. You can't see anything in that presence doing it. It's almost like the grass is just bending of its own free will. You are going to note a rather large centipede-looking type bastard that crawls around your feet. He's kind of purplish. You do not want him in your boot. Other than that, though, and, just kind of moving your foot to not allow that to happen, nothing occurs. But be aware that you did see this field event. You could actually just say that there. I don't know if Pinello's with us. Pinello. Do we remember the slippery grass? I remember that was pretty cool. But anyway. Oh yeah, yep. So Pinello, it's your turn. You want to take a watch? You listen to this guy? What's up? You with us? Uh, I don't know. I don't know what. I have no idea what that is. Oh, somebody comes from a nicer family than I do. I don't know. I have no idea what that shit is. Yeah, I'll be doing good. I get Kit Kats. Yeah, doc. Yeah, exactly. Uh, the best thing I be getting them little Windsor chocolate balls. Uh, uh, them little red chocolate balls. That's the best one I begin. But anyway, lint, that's what it is. Motherfucking yeah. So he just said some shit to you about some grass. So if you need to repeat it, yeah, you guys what you need to do. So to be clear, how are we doing this? The night works here. We were taking turns. The night works in an 8-hour shift, right? And we're taking half sleeps each time to get full rest, right? So like that's 4 hours. So we got two's doing it. Yeah. Okay. So are you? But who? When do you rest? So one person rests, okay, and then the next person rests, and the humans just sleep through the night. And Gargak. Okay. Okay. I'm with you. All right. Y'all are all snuggling over there. I heard headcanon Gargak snuggling with old humans. Just got his arms around him. Yeah. Whatever to call this guy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in the middle with his arms around these guys. Yeah. Roll me a d12, boss. Yeah, as Nevik goes over here, stares off into the fucking void and then go into elf trance. Yeah. God damn it. That would be worse. I see why humans hate elves now. Yeah. So she rolls a 3. Yeah. So with a 3, you were going to sit there, and as you're sitting there, you can definitely hear some splashing going off in this distance of this water. It's pretty dark out here, so it's really hard to kind of tell what is going on. But you are from the oceans and so on. You can tell when there's a group of reptilians that are splashing their tails as they all move upward to the creek. You are free to step up from where you're at and walk over to the embankment here. Yeah, you're free to go check this out. So what you see, it's not laughter, it's like splashing. And when you go and see this, what it is a large horde of these crocodiles. They're not quite as large as the one you saw before, but they are moving upstream. And they don't really pay you a lot of attention. Some here and there glance at you, but in general, they are just moving upstream in like a chunk. Like they're almost like rolling over each other here and there. She stops your Wawa trance. All right, so you're gonna walk upon this, and yeah, there's a fuck ton of these things. You can clearly see that down the river for a little bit here and around a little bend. There's, at least 1,000 of these fucking large ass crocodiles, and they are moving up the river as if like they're moving with purpose. Like they are barely ignoring you. This is happening in the middle of the night. Give me that stealth check roll. So Nebik's gonna duck down like almost immediately after seeing these motherfucking crocodile things, and like literally like lay flat on the embankment here, kind of crawl back and be like, "Yo, what the fuck." Yeah, exactly. He just went flat. Exactly. But he's a master of stealth. He knows what he's doing, and she doesn't notice this. I mean, it's a 26. Like, so yeah, to you, Nevik has disappeared. No metagaming. No telling her subconsciously what we're doing. What she does is hers. If you wish to speak, though, sure you can do so. Remember, you control your actions. Like a hushed whisper there. Yeah. So, Nevik has chosen to reveal himself to you and sitting near your feet. Yeah. So should I suppose you're gonna squat down or lay down next to the flat and be like, "What are we doing?" Pinello, give me a stealth check. Not bad. Not bad. I see your 17. You're good. All right, so you're here. This is occurring. So crawling on your bellies, you're going to slowly make your way back to this camp. It's going to take a minute. You're definitely going to endure the sound of splashing and some snarling and all that as this event occurs, behind you. You will eventually make your way back to the camp. Other than that, nothing occurs. The sun begins to rise. Eventually, the sound itself dissipates, and the river is just a calm trickle once more. Tell them about it. You just use your words. Deception roll, Nevik. So anyone trying to call bullshit on Nevik would definitely have to roll an insight. Or those of you who aren't aware of the truth, they want to know the truth would have to roll an insight against the 25. That's how convincing Nevik is when he's lying. So. Damn! Fair innocence and all the lives of Dragon. He's known humanoids for quite some time, and he can fucking tell a lie when he smells it. He can smell a lie when he fucking when it's around. Good, great. That was great. Fucking okay. Spicy ketchup on that roll. Chase, on the other hand, not as convinced. He thinks, Nevik is a good person. Well, he hasn't called bullshit, just so we're aware. Yeah, other than that, what did he just say? I think he just said so Nevik, yeah. Yeah, he made. That was it. That's what he said. This all my emotions, man. I've been keeping it up like ever since that fire. Y'all don't even know. I had to die like multiple times. Like, yeah, he's Next passive perception's like what, like 12 or so? I forget what it was. But yeah, so it's totally off character that he would be like, "What rocks?" Yeah. Uh, okay, yeah. Oh, these aren't. Yeah, these health bars aren't legit. I need to turn them off. Yeah, don't worry about them. Yeah. Oh shit! There we go. Boom. There you go. Now you should be able to edit them. And yeah, everybody here's been missed. So your Nevik has confessed, yeah, to seeing these things, yeah. I assume this conversation is going on while you're walking. All right. So, guys, you're gonna eventually come upon the forest itself is going to start to encompass this road a little bit more. The fields are fading away as you continue down the road. The ground itself becomes a little bit more rockier. You can see large boulders here and there that adorn, these surface of this area around you. It's much more nature, here. You can hear the song. You can hear the song of birds and the chirp of insects here and there. You can see them leaping from trees. Those of you with passive perceptions of 15 and above would certainly see, distant wildlife in the shape of deer-like antelope somethings running off here and there in the woods, at your approach. As you go through this area, you can definitely smell kind of a dank water. Aquatic smell. Those of you who have visited near, have never been ever been near swamps, kind of a smell of root decay. As you certainly continue through this forest, it starts to become apparent where this smell is coming from. You can see that there is pooled water that is emerging, that where the flat ground dips down, and this forest is slowly starting to become a swamp. You're free to do a nature check, but I don't know. First off, are you looking for ogres? That's what you said, right? Specifically ogres. All right, all right, all right. I mean, that's just a perception check. I mean, if you're looking for like ogre tracks, but yeah. Y'all caught me. That's what the rest of this campaign was going to be about. Shrek and the whole setup scenario where the king was taking the fairy tale people. I mean, that was what this is. God damn it. Anyway, sorry. That would be awesome though if I like literally drew your campaign to set up to a Shrek scenario. What the fuck? This dude. Oh, he's either. Oh man. So, be like, go dog. So I set up my campaign players. And we ran this campaign hardcore, complete made up bullshit for 2 years. Led them all this way, made it to the fucking planescape setting. Next thing they did, walk into a swamp. I made it Shrek, and that was the rest of the campaign. They needed to save Shrek. Oh shit. Yeah. I'm gonna go watch Shrek 1 now. Anyway. So give me a perception check as you look around here for the shape of ogres. So you don't see anything that looks specifically ogre. You do see some large trees that are definitely like broken, and it looks like these were broken with like force, just from anyone with. Well, in fact, give me an insight. Give me an insight check. Those of you who would like to wonder a little bit about that. So yeah, you can definitely, having been a dragon yourself, tell when something low flying nails across a lot of fucking trees, and from your point of view, that's what it looks like happened here. Is that something raked these trees from the top? It's like, can't raise his hand. Didn't do it. Not crashed into the forest, but like came down, broke across it, and dived back up. So let's imagine I'm a hawk and I'm trying to catch something, right? And the way I dive down and I pick up something, right? So if I'm hunting in a forest, I would certainly break some trees if I were a large animal, weren't I? Or plucking things from the forest floor. To where there's a literal mountain that goes up as far as our eyes can go, and I guess stare up at. I mean, what are you gonna do? Wait, I mean, that's what as your DM, I want to know. What are we gonna do when we get there? So, and is Nevik saying this to the party as we need to get to the other side of the lake? Like in a kind of like a panic almost when he sees this, they talk about this, the swoop of this large animal. Okay. Let's see if I can say anything about dragons. I cannot say anything about dragons, not specifically. So yeah, it's gonna give you the generic no information thing, which I can post. I can post that for you if you'd like. That's not how it works. What'll happen is it'll respond with this. I'm sorry, I do not possess that knowledge. I personally love the Murmur's voice. I love how they like overlaid so many people talking at once. It's great. So you're definitely coming upon a part of the forest there where if you're going to continue, this river is kind of laying out into a swamp. Like it is now the water that was once running alongside you is now running into this this forest, and yeah, the mud and ground below you is becoming squishy. If you continue going further, this water will encompass your ankles, perhaps even deeper as you merge forward. This is up to you. If you're free to try to clamber in these trees, if you so like. You're free. Like I said, you're free to do that. Give me a deck save just to kind of get in these trees or an acrobatics or something along that line. All right. So yeah, you're gonna be reached with a 15. Gonna reach up and grab one of these branches, pull yourself up there. One of the things you're gonna quickly realize is these trees are standard, kind of East Coast swamp trees. Like well, running out on the ridge of these and trying to jump from one another is going to prove difficult. These are dry. These are dead trees here and there. Well, even then, the 10,000 they bounce a lot. Like I'm saying, they're 10, not necessarily the best trees for this. But you do find like here and there are some like large old granddaddy trees with like fucking massiveness that you can crawl across. But for the most part, it's these brittle bit of bastards. You're gonna have to make your way up across. All right, so the rest of you walking like normal people are definitely going to get into a situation where this is right above your knees, or well, not right above. Let's say right below it. Well, we won't soak your knees. That's uncomfortable, right? As you start trudging through this, those of you with robes and so on are going to find them soaked and muddy. You're definitely going to be walking across a dirty, muddy, you know, floor here. Those of you walking on the ground, give me survival checks. Those of you walking on the tree, give me a deck save. I mean, you're walking on the ground. This is already occurring. Nevik is going to not catch the next branch and join you in the water. Um, well, you're currently in the water. You can choose to fly over afterwards, but the current now you're gonna in this moment you're gonna give me the survival check. Yeah. Gargak, are you trying to get in the trees? Is that what you're doing? You were currently in the water too. You want to give me a survival check? Which yeah, Jason nailed his completely. Well, no, that's not how this works. You guys are already in the water. If you want to get in the tree afterwards, you can. But right now, would everybody give me a survival check that was in the water? Which yeah, I mean, if you want to do that beforehand, that's something you do. All right, all right, all right. And Pinello, you with me still? Is that chocolate got you? Okay, where is it? Uh, eh. Oh, it doesn't have a little picture thing. Okay, my brain's like derp, derp, derp. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so the only one of you that would actually get caught on anything or feel anything brush your feet would be Ferrandis. He would definitely feel something slimmer across his ankle that didn't feel like dirt, and it certainly felt alive. No, but you do give me a survival check because you feel yourself wet and you're in the water. So okay, with yeah, because I keep wanting to look at that 11. You know, fuck me on that shit. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get you. Yeah, so yeah, you're gonna be able to actually manage to land on your feet with that fucking 19, and only splash a little bit here. You don't have any particular anything slither across your feet or anything like that. Ferris is the only one that experienced that. And now those of you who wanted to do other things, yeah. Yeah, now those of you who want to. Okay, but yeah, now those of you who would like to do things, do things. Yeah, those of you who'd like to do, you do whatever. Yeah, you want to get back in those trees, give me a deck save, you climb back up one of those fucking trees, boss. You're gonna manage to get up to the tree with no fucking problem with the 21. Using that little try to hand like a hook, you just get up there. Fucking Feyrenis says, fuck this shit, and starts to levitate. Gargak is going to reach up and pull himself up to a branch in an impressive feat of strength. It is a tedious stance. It does not look very well balanced, but he's there. All right, so this goes on for a minute. Those of you in the trees, give me some deck saves to maintain being in the trees. This is water that's about ankle deep, or about right above your knees. Yeah, he's not that tall. Mm-hmm. He is in the trees, therefore he needs to give me a deck save to remain in the trees as you guys move along. Yeah, he's swinging along like it ain't shit. Yeah. I mean, he's swinging along. Yeah, he's swinging along under these trees like it ain't shit. And yes, Pinella, this is pretty dirty ass water that your walking guys are walking through. This is swamp water. No, no. You got you got to stick with me here, man. Stick with me here, man. Stick with me. Yeah, yes, yeah. They're all doing shit. So as you guys trudge along, the day continues on. Is there anything else you'd like to do before the sun begins to go down? Because it is slowly starting to go down once more. You can clearly see the shimmer of the lake, and you can tell that if you were to press on, you could probably get to the lake within 3 to 4 hours, but it would be dark by the time you got there for sure. You mean the one you gave away? Did you have that cool mirror, though? It's like, in my experience. Also, the best time to rob people. Investigation. So you find something that might hold this guy if he didn't roll over. To be clear, this town that you saw from the distance, it was on the other side of this lake. It is getting very dark. Try it. I'm standing right next to you, damn it. That's a CF argument. Batman is flying above you. uh, he did not choose this form, okay? It is now becoming dark. And in this forest, swamp, it's pretty disturbing. As you can imagine, being in a swamp where there's no fucking stars, no moon, nothing. This orange hue that just fades around and now becomes pitch fucking black here. Yeah, you hear random insects, things moving. So are you guys trudging along, I assume? Or is that what we're doing? All right, so those of you in the trees, give me your dex checks. Those of you on the ground, give me some survival checks. Those of you flying along, give me a perception check. Perception. So, Fayrandus is not gonna see here much. Penello and Gargak are both going to definitely feel some shit slither around on their feet as they move along here. It's not a very fun thing. Oh no, I don't want you. Don't roll a perception, Gar. You got perception. I didn't need perception, Gargak. I need a motherfucking dex check from you, boss. You're hanging from the trees, yeah. You're good. Yes, dex save. All right, there you go. And yeah, his deck saves at a high end 15. And yeah, Jason rolls in that one. Jason immediately is going to be wrapped around something in the ground here has grabbed him by the ankle. He's going to reduce his speed to 0. And whatever it is tightening its grip around his calf. You said what now, Jason? Well, Pinello is standing right next to him, walking along. Faerunus, though he is, floating slightly ahead, may glance back in here. I mean, you guys are a party. I don't know what you're trying to cast, boss. All right, so yeah, you're giving me if you can keep it up on the character sheet, whatever you do. Yeah, you're gonna cast Misty Step and fucking, and we can do it with through Avery if you need to, just exclamation that should. I mean, I got no problem with it. I don't care as long as we maintain doing it somewhere. Um, yeah, so you're just gonna fucking Misty Step forward. How far? All right, so yeah, Pinello, though, for a moment, he kind of gets snatched behind. He looks down and he just whispers this prayer of a noise and fucking disappears, and then appears in front of you in a splash because it's literally going to appear in the water, which is going to push the water out from around him um, before you about 15 feet. But old man got tricks. Look at this shit. So yeah, the water's starting to recede a little bit. It's starting to lower down as you you know the embankment of this earth that you're on starts to rise up slightly. You are definitely starting to come upon the opening of this swamp forest where it fades out into a large field. You can feel the feathery touch of these goldenrod type, large things. These things are fairly tall. They're taller than Gargak, like as you're walking through them. So it's, even though those of you with night vision would be a bit blinded by this. I don't even know if you have ever walked through a cornfield. But imagine if it were a giant wheat field, right? And it's just this huge fucking thing of grass. Those of you who are in the trees are not going to have trees to be in anymore. Those of you who are flying are still flying. Those of you who are flying, give me another perception check. And those of you who are on the ground, give me another survival checks. As we make our way through the woods. Fayrandis don't see shit. He turns around. Yeah, and nails a classic spaceball. I don't see shit. We ain't found shit. Yeah, Jason's gonna be able to just make it with nothing fucking with him. Currently, yeah, you guys just give me these survival checks. Alright, I got Penelo's. Yeah. Everybody that's not on the ground. Yeah, everybody that's not on the trees. Everybody's walking. Fayrandis is the only one that's flying. Fayrandis is the only one of this that doesn't have to get this. Alright. I need Gargak. Give me a survival check, boss. I mean, I'm watching Discord and fucking Roll20, so y'all just give it to me. Okay, so a 7. All right, so what's going to happen as you guys are walking through this field, there's going to be a large flock of, like, these dark blue fucking birds. And these things have huge fucking beaks and 2 legs. These things are tall as shit. They're like ostriches or some shit. And they're running. And they're running in the, like, horizontal direction perpendicular to where you're fucking right. They're going to run through you like a cross, right? And they don't seem to care that you're there. They're just running. And there's probably a dozen of these, maybe more, 13, 15. They're running very fast, so it's a bit of a blur. Those of you who rolled an 11 or a 7 are going to find yourself toppled to the side and taking, let's roll a D, fuck it, let's roll a D8. Fuck it, let's go with that. You take 2 damage apiece as you get, bashed to the side by these fucking large bird animals that just run through this area really fucking quick. Channel divinity to catch a bird. Let's look at that real quick. Cause I'm like, man, that's a unique use here. So let's see. As an action, you can cause spectral vines to spring up each for a creature within 10 feet. If you can see the creature must succeed on a strength or dex saving throw. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. So yeah, give me the save I gotta make, and this is gonna be for them a dex. It's a DC 14. All right. So I gotta do that. Let's give them a dex on that with a D20 plus 2. Let's do it, boss. I rolled a 16. So yeah, though you do trying to snatch at one of these things, they're quick as shit. You just miss it. So you do guys make it to the edge of this embankment here. Who's got passive perception of fucking 15 or higher? I think that's everybody almost. Like, all right. So so those of you with dark vision can see that there is an individual crouched in a pair of bush, like a fairly large kind of fern-looking bush situation near the edge of this embankment. He is yet to notice you, but he is crouched out as if something that he is trying to hide, and he is looking out across this lake. Now, he does not quite look. He looks like as if you starved a dwarf. He is adorned in kind of a vest. He's got a little red-looking sock hat type deal on. What do you? The kid looks at her with the facial expression of "the fuck is wrong with you," and rolls a stealth check. At 27, yeah, and so he's going to dive into the fucking back into the field there, as I'd imagine. And so, what are you calling out to this guy? What are you saying to him? He's immediately gonna like kind of spring back. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna be like, "Hey, fucking, do you want you adult code idiots?" But oh my goodness, there's a lot of you. Quiet. God, you scare the soul out of me. He straightens up, turns around as you are approaching, and is kind of inspecting you with a bit of curiosity. And he's like, "Hey, gave the lot of you. Keep your distance, damn Burks. You're gonna peel me." Hmm. They call me Norber. Someone send you for me. It's not that Red Death faction, is it? Hmm. He kind of inspects it, looking around at the lot of you. And he's like, "And why are you here? What brings a lot group of cutters like you to such a fine locate?" I mean, just role play it, boss. Say what you gonna say. He looks kind. They look at each other. They're like, "Yeah, probably it's definitely a first part." So you see this. You see how she acted just first part material, man. You gotta break that cherry one time, right? Like having her in private conversation about you, right? But he looks at her and he's just kind of confused for a second. He's like, "Well, the Underdark, and you come from a portal. So were you lost in the caves below?" What, the cage? That's the metagaming shit. Yeah. The idea of a warp death, right? Yeah. Where you get the time to accept that you're dead before you go. I was. Well, I tell you more. What business over the years? What are you all doing all the way out here? You say you fell from a cave, and your friends there? They're just going to sit and stare. They're all very well armed for coming from caves. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah. Mm. The sky couldn't have been too high up if you not pancake flat. And so you fell from the sky to come talk to Norbert. Well, ain't that a funny lot? And are you cages, mercy killers? Give me another stealth check, boss. Give me another stealth check. All right, so yeah, he's not going to notice you as you go through the bushes and start to turn around behind him and go along this embankment. What are the things you're going to notice though? I think you have passive perception of 17, right? 19, yeah. So if across the river, what you're going to see is the humanoids that are there don't look human at all. This is certainly some sort of village thing, and you can see that there's like some very large crustacean out, like silhouette, something moving along the beach over there near that. They seem to be wearing some sort of hats or something. It's hard to see, yeah. What now? I, many a bird creature. This a kind of learns not to judge on sight. You see, this is quite a mixed place. You seem quite clueless. Are you new here? But you didn't come from the cage. He kind of points over to the very large tower thing that you can clearly see in the sky across the way there. That there's that big, almost donut-shaped tube around it, and he's like, "The cage sigil, you portal, yeah? Your friend there blabbering on about a portal in the middle of the city. It's the city of doors. Portals everywhere. Isn't that how you got here? That's how I got here. I did not fall from the sky. My portal's a much better place than that." Ho, 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 ho. You say you got lost. And you were here. Then that's not right. No, 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 no. So are you undead? Are you spirits? Have I finally taken an old wink off myself? Look here, Cage. Did you cross me? I'll put your names in the dead book. So, what is it you lost clueless? You say you come all the way here for? I see. There's many a creature that come through the way. You are lost. Let me tell you first, friend, where you are. You're at the crossroads. The outer circle, the great wheel. The city of Tyr. He looks kind of confused at you for a second. He's like, I'm like what are you talking about? He's like, Tyr for Thuan? And he points out across over there to the right, like to almost to the north, to the left of where this big river is. Tyr na Og. Both are well off to the north. You were good travels away. On your sardine stumps, no less. He kind of points out at your feet, which are all like, dirty as shit, and you just came out of a fucking swamp. Yeah, so are you metagaming thinking right now, or are we talking about it, right? In RP, that's what we're doing, yeah. Okay. You see, they now get title now, nor but the local. Will I? Your friend here's got a fun bone box. Anyone else? So again, will you come disturb Norbert in the middle of his prowl? Well, look, we shouldn't speak too loudly. You do understand where we are. There's Barmy Bashers across the way. They'll do us well. But they've got big jewels, and you can take them and get back to the cage and sell them well. Set yourself with a nice case. Live out the rest of your days. Bad. But we all. Ain't no people. So this guy's gonna immediately like jump back. He's like, "Oh, Dirk, big guy, swear, fucking planers, goodness, what? You can't go sneaking up on a cager like that. That's how you get slut. You understand?" Crab people. He like has like trouble pronouncing it when he's trying to say it. You mean the Falin that reside there along the Myrock? The Falin are certainly not a good time. You see there across the water. You see no floaters, do you? Not a one. What a great vast ocean. No floaters. You ever wonder why? The city you speak of, Tirfothuin, is below this waters, and they not be safe. The king there, cruel man, decisive. That's so I've heard. Well, see, I've heard tell, but you give me a glide, maybe I can tell you more. Otherwise, leave me to it. I'm waiting for the dust to come, and when I do, they'll go and they'll wrap themselves around the little eggs. And if a man's quiet enough, you get rich real quick. It's worth the wait. But see, I tell you, these are mine. You come close, I slit you. Here it is. You don't know. You know nothing. You clueless. You know not me. Not as defenseless as Norba seems. I mean, you're free to ramble on as you please, man. It's your game too, but I'm just here. I lo- what? Well, if you got a couple of dollars floating around and you're worth the coin. Oh shit, my kid's pissed. I have no idea about that, but you were free to have this in your pocket. And if it's 33 gold, it's not a lot. He clinks him up. He's like, it's some good jink. So, what is it you want to know? I understand you're clueless. Fresh primers, jump from the sky and all. It's not where we usually in. Touts usually find you sort in the cage. Not sure what you've done to maintain this, but uh, I have no idea what cipher you speak. Oh well, I mean that's a matter of the it's a matter of degrees, friend. I suppose if you can swim quick and dive deep, Tirfthuin is physically closer. It's below the waves over there to the deep north, but farther out up its little creek, there's Tirnog, and it'd be a bit friendlier. Some of a trade town, I suppose, but you know. Oh, I do love a good primer. They tell such fun tales. I know not the breathing water slugs. Personally not just try to hold my head under too longer. Zinnies, their coins, yeah. He takes your coin with zero issue. Ancient swords. You mean a fiend? There's many of them. The fiends and celestials. They argue their philosophies all throughout Sigil. Reality. That's a subjective term out here on the wheel. What is you're real. I mean, you sound like one of those free thinker types out there at the things. They believe reality just comes and goes when they imagine it. Dead fools. He doesn't know. I have any idea what you're talking about as far as that sort goes. I mean, you could ask him like who would know or something like that, but he don't know. He don't know shit. I mean, every old blight is out for self information. You go find yourself a tout. Don't we all? Are you looking? You looking for a new god to follow, a new power? Ah, I see. So you're one of those Ender type, yeah? Well, it's all gonna end and slant into entropy, yeah? Well, the heartless kind. Just having this conversation for this guy. Wait. Sorry, I got distracted. So, are we having this conversation in front of this guy? Okay, so he's just like, look, if you want to talk, you got to blabber your bone boxes elsewhere. I can't have this. You disturbing my pill. I gotta go. They're not. These the beast. Like you walk over there, Seminyo's bog. You find out yourself. But I'm not gonna stick around for when the Myrock come and find you. And he just kind of straight up like kind of indignantly stomps past the group. Starts to walk to the north actually along the edge of this lake. We learned some names. We learned some words. We have a thing that tells us information when we use the names and words. Isn't that true, right? Not even that. Like I mean, like I said, what was the introduction dialogue to this instrument? What did it tell you? You go, what good are you? Specifically, listen to it. Listen to it. Listen to what it tells you. Because I told you I got like 40 something entries in this thing. What is it about a blade for? What is it a valuable aid for? What did it say it only worked at? It tells you I only function in the outer planes. It tells you it doesn't have that information. Let's see what it can tell you about Tyrannog. Okay. I'm just gonna punch it in the face. He referred to the crab things as Felrin, and he referred to the what seemed to be lizard type creatures as Myrox. And at the mention of Tirnaog, the uh, bull speaks. So after that, it quits speaking to you. Well, you said I came prepared, right? Do you have a cool? This is quite some ways off. It tells you it does not have information about these lizard people. Now, it is the mist of the night as you guys are having this conversation, and Norbert has sauntered off. This guy's not in your sight anymore. He went to the north. You know who used to be good at tracking? It's dark as shit out here. Yeah, go ahead. I would think like nature or survival. We'll let you play it, whatever. So anyway, we're not going to be able to stalk this guy too far because he does eventually cross into grass and stuff like that. But he is, he definitely headed to the north, and it looks like he was following the edge of this river. But at one point, his tracks just straight up stop, and it looks like he kind of turned around and shuffled for a minute, and then they're gone. He looks like as if you almost like starved a dwarf. Yeah. I mean, however you wanna think it. Think about it in your head, Cannon. He's got kind of a large nose, kind of skinny arms, about half elf height, but not quite. He's gone though. Whatever. And the point being is that when you did track him, yeah, you tracked it to a point where you kind of like you can clearly see that where his feet like moved around, and he was either packing up something or dragging something, and then he just disappeared. where we can accept some exhaustion as we travel for the second night in a row after moving through a swamp, and or just the rest of the night basically. It's the rest of the night. So yeah, everybody here's gonna get exhaust +1, boss. As you all find yourself dirty. And yeah, with fucking exhaust +1. Which uh I marked your face, but yeah, there's your character sheet has one for it. Oh man, don't ask me such things. It's got a notes, an extra, something like that. Either way, it gives you disadvantage on a lot of things. If I remember correctly. So I gotta have all these books in front of me. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks. You are dirty. You are exhausted. Things are you know. I just wanted to walk around for a minute. Eventually the sun is going to start to come up. And yeah, you're walking across this fucking massive lake. Now, do you understand the size of this lake is like Lake Michigan or something? This is not like a small fucking deal. This is quite large. Um, and where you, yeah, like I said, it is quite large. Like this is huge. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fucking quite huge, right? This is not a small place. Uh, Off to the north, you start to see where there are what appear to be almost hexagonal shaped, like panels of hills built upon each other that are quite green. There's a lot of grass growing. This is a gorgeous sight. And it goes to ascends up to the north into what appears to be a very lush forest. Aye, sir. I can't do my best Scottish or whatever. It was gonna be horrible. I'm not even gonna insult the entire. Yeah, yeah. I'm not even gonna try to insult an entire fucking people by doing that. But yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm descended from Ireland, but yeah. No, but like genetically, like we've already like Susan did that genetics test. Like we are most certainly descended from Irish people. Yeah, yeah. My wife's from Scotland. Yeah, yeah. Uncultured swines we are. But anyway, yeah, um, you are a classic fucking yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they both got like they both have small arms. Yeah, they both is yes. Yeah, well, I mean, that was gonna say they both have arms. That's what I was saying. But yeah, both have arms, and yeah, he has large wings, which would be the Game of Thrones if you want to put the comparison, or Flight of Dragons, which is cooler. But um, Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, I think it's a good time to take a break for a minute. Let's say 10 minutes. Come back. And yeah, I'm gonna set it. I'll be gone for about, let's say 10, 15, and we'll come back. How's everybody doing? Right, because I know time like results. Oh yeah, that's horrible too. Don't look at that. But I know like physically in your body, since we just time shift, it's like it's still like an hour ahead, right? So I know for some. Yeah, it's all over. It's all over. So do we want to pause here? Or do we want to keep going? Is what I'm asking. Good times, good times. Meta talking, he's meta talking, yeah. Glad you're enjoying the setting. I'm wolfing down some food. I mean, if you want to give me another 5 minutes, that'd be great. But yeah, go ahead. At the same time, though, you can totally tell me what you guys want to do. Gives me time to brain it out. What these big ass pillar things are? These like hexagon shaped pillar fucking mountainous structure. Yeah, enough Gargak and Pinello here. Okay, so that's Gargak. Why? Oh God, why? Football. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Why? Look, all those Americans die. Yada yada yada. Hmm. No, these things are big. Yeah, these things are not. These things are like as wide. As wide. If you hold out your arms, that does not mean you can climb anything. The climbing. It literally read it to me. All right, so if you walk up to a pillar, that if you hold out your, if you would let me continue the description here, you walk up to it, you hold out, let's at your desk, hold your arm out, right? All your arms out of your side, left and right. Now it's three times that wide, right? On each one of these hexagon shaped sizes, and yeah, it's like fucking Cubert. These things stack up, and these things are at least fucking 12 to 16 feet high. They're pressed up on each other. They're 12 to 16 feet high. So you're gonna have to be able to jump flat-footed up 12 feet up a flat surface at least. Is what I'm telling you. And yeah, just so we're sure, dude, just so we're clear, the precedence of fucking goddamn second story work is not I can climb anything. I'm Spider-Man. You know that's not how that works. Spider walking is actually a spell. You're pretty trying to make a dex check on that. Seeming pretty high. This is like that's literally got green growing on it and shit. Yeah. Where's my shit right here? I didn't even see the chat. Oh, nice. Yep. So you're going to just managed to get your fucking little finger, one trident curve up there. There's a clink and pull yourself up onto the first of these pillars, turning around and seeing that there are at least 3 more layers of these. Like I said, it's like a Cubert kind of mountain deal. And you're going to be standing tall above the rest of your friends. Or I don't know if you want to call them friends, companions, whatever you want to call them. I don't. That's up to you. Okay. Acquaintances. You think for a hot minute I was keeping up with that? You were fucked. So the answer is no. Because I was not keeping up with that. For you not keeping up with that, the answer is no. Starts emptying his pockets on top of this Billy. Like he's talking to the crowd. Didn't I give somebody like a fucking like pole that you could like press a button and it like open and close at one point? Yeah, yeah. I think Elise had it. I think that was some classic old school shit right there. That was a very old school weapon back when they used to run dungeons. Oh, we just said you didn't have patches on it, right? Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. Pull some shit right there. All right. I was saying goodnight to my little boy. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got my dopamine on now, motherfuckers. Yeah. I got a little hug, motherfuckers. That would be assist. Yeah, you can assist him. That would just give him advantage on his strength check. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a hell of a strength check. Like I said, these things are covered in like kind of slimy moss here on the side. All right, you get advantage, so roll it twice. A man that died in a distant place at a different time. He's someone that is like currently dying, like right now, like this act that actor. Yeah, like yeah, somewhere on the material realm is dying. I mean, whatever. I see it on roll 20. He rolled a 23, and I told him he gets advantage. So he could actually try to roll higher if he wants, but I mean that'd be pretty difficult to pull off. He was doing assist with you. He's reaching now. Oh, you're at exhaust. That's right. Yes, sir. I should have made Kevin roll it twice. Kevin, roll your acrobatics again, boss. I forgot about that. You have disadvantage from being exhausted. All your ability checks, you get disadvantage when you're exhausted. So you, yeah, I know. So you don't get the nice impressive getting up there. With a what was it, 19? Right? Yeah, you're not gonna get up there actually. You're not gonna get up there. Compared to a 28, no. That is a significant difference, my friend. And with a 28, you barely made it. He didn't. He's strength checking it with 23, and yeah, he fucking gets up there with the 23 exactly. So there's 18 to 23, so we can sum from math what the check is right here, right? Well, Jason has managed to endure, by straight up finding little grooves in the rock and so on. As he, yes, he does. Math, you're right. That's true too. He can stand on top of you. It's not as graceful as the situation. Well, you didn't need it. But I mean, he can do it after that. But that's if you choose to assist him. Yeah, I mean, that's on you. This is one of several. That's fun. There's mechanics in it. You got those fish eyes. Penelope, you're on mute if you're talking to us. Um, I don't know if you're still there. I don't know if she's with us. I don't know if she had to bail or not. Hello, are you with us or not? Hello. Oh, I think she bailed on us. We leave her at the bottom of the. That's the messenger. Oh. Got nothing. Nothing. Messenger, nothing. I think she's okay, my friends. This lady. This lady. All right, whatever. Anyway, so we'll just skip past her. Doesn't exist. Don't want to have to stop my campaign for one individual. All right, so motherfucking, this is gonna put. Right now I got my little pictures here. We got Nevik on the ground. We got Gargak on the ground. We got Fayrandis on the ground, and we got Jason on the first pillar. Right? Yeah, with me. All right. Now, do as you please. There are at least 3 of these to get up. Turning around, Jason's gonna see behind him another large octagon-shaped fucking pillar that is, you know, ascending into the sky. There's certainly like a lot of clouds near the top third one. It's very fresh air here. It smells fucking great. It's invigorating. For a moment, Nevin experienced this rare thing called joy, and he's not sure what it is. Bam! God damn it! Uh, yeah. So yeah, we got you guys. Yep. So that means you guys get to roll it. Yeah, if you guys are gonna be able to do this, fucking who are you helping get up there, Nevik? Who's making a roll, basically? All right, so you have a choice of either acrobatics or athletics. Did you get up there to do this, please? The check on this is at least 22. Fucking, you have advantage or disadvantage? I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that the check is 22. You have neither advantage or disadvantage. You just roll a normal roll because, yeah, because they're assists. 18. He's having a hard time. Goes to struggle again. Does not make it up this fucking thing. Time is passing. Is something fighting you? Are we like to have a turn order here? I mean, let's just we were going Jason Nevik and then I guess Gargak Bay Randus. That sound good? Penelo's not with us, so. All right. So yeah, I mean that would be nice. I messaged her and didn't get any response. So, anyway, fucking that would put us on Gargak, right? If Gargak would like to make an attempt to get up here, it's either a athletics or acrobatic check. It's a normal roll because someone is assumed that one of your companions is assisting you. Yeah, but the 12 Gargak's not gonna make it. Yep. Yeah, basically, he finds out the Nivik can hold for superior support him and just kind of crumble on each other. More time passes. Let's get creative, gentlemen. Ladies, you got a problem in front of you. How do you solve it? Let's find out. It's only like 3 or 4 feet max. It's not very long. Like I wouldn't even say 3 feet. I'd say less than a foot actually. Made for holding in your hand. There's only Jason up there. But after trudging through the swamp and fucking all night, and you still exhausted, right? Okay, ready? Should we give it a shot? I know you could just fly up there. Athletics or acrobatics, and this is 12 foot. Pillar in front of you. Behind it is another pillar, and behind it is another pillar. They're seemingly go into the clouds. The old man makes the old man makes a run comedically into the rock. It's imagine like I would imagine an actual like 73-year-old man running up to a 12-foot stone wall trying to make it would be. He would just kind of like half jump at it a little bit, like this. Walks away indignantly, turns around, whispers something, and begins to ascend. Yeah, he technically cannot carry anyone with this. So grabbing on him would negate both his spell and your movement, and they wouldn't actually lift you. Like I think at higher level, he can cast it on other people. I remember that. It pretty much tells you the spell right there that I'm pretty sure he can actually do this. 10 minutes is a good amount of time, though.
cast fly on. Not so much stuff on other people and other.
Could you cast it? So the way I think of this, right, it's a concentration spell that requires touch, and he has to touch a willing creature, right? So and he has to concentrate while this is flying, this individual and or himself. They're all medium. You're all medium creatures. But what I'm saying is that why couldn't he one at a time cast fly on each of you? Yeah, and then turn around and cast on himself. Yeah. You cannot. No, you have your third level spell slots, and that's it, buddy. That's you're correct, and that you don't get to use the higher level spell slots. All right, so yeah, you can't really see the top of it, but you barely see it like drifting where there's a shit ton of these like pillowy white clouds. When you get up there instantly between you and Gargak, it is cold and there's like a rush of fucking this mist of the cloud that you're just enveloped in. Across from you, you can see the top of just this amazingly long and lush forest that evens out into a beautiful green field that goes onto these like rolling hills and shit. The sight is stunning. Some would say mildly romantic for a moment there. You can definitely like feel some like hear wind whipping around you and shit up here. So where y'all were standing on the ground, you can see at least four of these pillars up. One of them right in front of you is not too tall. You can all just stand up on top of it. The second one is the one that takes a check. The second, there's 1, 2, 3 that require a check, right? He went to the top of the third one, which is a flat plateau that allows him to see the top of this forest that these things are apparently like wrapping in like an almost like circle. As far as his eyes can see, they go onto this great vast land of lush green fucking beauty. No, they're different checks and links. Yep, the second one is seemingly shorter than the first one. If you wanted to try to climb it, it's an athletics or an acrobatics. From where he is, the clouds. I mean, you're free to roll it inside and see if you can find out. Give it your best estimates. So yeah, you're not horribly at estimating thing. You'd say I don't know, 30 feet max. All right, so well then you're totally gonna just misty step where Nevik is leaning his head on Gargak's shoulder while they're enjoying a bowl of chili as you just poop next to them. I imagine Fey Rangers are gonna flutter down from the sky there. And yeah, so you guys are looking out across this like I said, the treetops of this lush forest that that where you're standing apparently drops off for a good distance. It's kind of hard to see. There's a misty haze on the forest floor below you, but it's gorgeous. Like it's very live, very much alive. It's very vibrant. It's certainly not. Yeah, the mummy post is sad. It is at least 3 times more putrid than it was the first time. They fall through the mist. So he's a he flied above you guys. He can literally fly. Like he just floated up to this where you were. Like he floated down next to you. So like physically he wouldn't be below you where you're throwing this off. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we got the skybox, of course, but we're not gonna send him to space. Not yet. You gotta get your space helmets first. Yeah, so you guys are sitting atop this flat, kind of cold slab of a surface. There's like some moss here and there growing on the rock, and out to the we just we just always should look at you. Just pull this character up by a string or like a stage string. Uh, just pull her up like it's a stage string. I mean, I can't make people participate, right? So, oh man, yeah, no, like I said, I can't make people participate. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so like I said, you guys are here. There's a to the uh, yep, yeah. I mean, I left to our own devices. Yes. I mean, what you gonna do about it? Yeah, like I can't NPC the world, right? I can't run these characters for him. Well, there's no more up to the mountain. That's what I'm telling you. You're at the top of this. This is like a pillar. Like think of these pillars like steps, right? You get to the top of it, and the top of this is level with the top of this fucking forest that is to the north of you. That is, like I said, massive. It goes on for at least several miles before you see where there's like plains. Yeah, and in these plains, when the sun does rise, as you guys are taking a rest, and I guess we'll do our rolls for that. Um, it would have to be a small cabin in the area, but yeah. Like I said, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, yeah, move on. What are y'all doing? The ones that are here, what are you guys doing? So I need we got we got 2 checkers for me. All right. Give me that. Oh, very good. Oh man, give. Gargak rolled his. Give me just a moment on this, because it's... Oh man. So let's see what happens to Gargak on his shit. I need a good like giant bird of some sort.
Just sit there meditating, making the sounds of a European.
How he snores. I think that's a good one. Yeah, I like it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Gargak rolling a nat 1 is going to just be sitting there, kind of, sitting, there watching everybody as they sleep. And a large motherfucking bird, a giant fucking bird with colorful wings and so on, literally swoops down from the sky and clutches him around his shoulders and lifts him into the sky. And is now carrying him above this forest. Yes, this happened to Gargak on his watch. This is if Gargak wants to scream. This is up to Gargak how he reacts to this situation. I'm just describing what has occurred. You're not in the trees. This thing just swooped down from the fucking sky in the middle of the night, fucking plucked up Gargak while he was goddamn watching on top of this large flat surface of a mountaintop. Now, I'm gonna say, the Space Quest scene, I think it's Space Quest 5, where he fucking gets picked up by the large bird? Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, right? True. There might be, how Gargak handles this situation is up to him. I'm just telling you, this is what has just occurred with the results of his nat 1 on his watch. This thing is grappling you in midair. It is holding you by the shoulders, and literally, as if it's done this before. Yeah, you're floating above the fucking trees here, boss. Yeah, he's flying you into the sky. And these trees were not like small trees, like yeah, you're in the clouds, man. All right, so yeah, Gargak's gonna go along for the ride. All right, so what are you trying to do? All right, you're gonna thrash. All right, you're gonna thrash. All right, all right. Give me a strength save on that. You are you did get your 4 hours sleep, so you get your half rest right though. Yeah. So with a 28, you're going to manage to thrash your way out of this bird's talons, and gravity quickly claims you. You are now. You do. There you go. All right. So using a charge on your Albero mantle, pluming it out, you find yourself slowly descending into a layer of trees. Do you choose to try to dodge these, or what do you want to do? All right. What's a good check for that? I think that's a good deck save. So yeah, like a statistic flying ogre squirrel, you fucking grab the side of one of these branches, and it kind of springs for a moment with under your weight, but after a moment you're no longer falling. You are now clutching yourself in a tree. You find yourself at least I don't know, you guesstimate about 30 to 40 feet off the fucking ground in this tree. The rest of your friends, those of you that were actually asleep, would not have heard him. I mean, unless he didn't scream. You would have heard him rage out, I suppose. But I'm not sure if that would have woke a lot of you up. Okay, I mean, yeah, when he pulled you up. All right, so yeah. Yeah, when he was raging out, he definitely would have, made some noise, but... Oh man, the Yhammer scream. That's the Yhammer scream that you hear like over and over again in all these movies and shit. It's like one specific guy to scream. Yeah. That shit's in like every damn shit, dude. I hear like my brain every time. I'm just like every time. Like every time I hear it. Anyway. Yeah. I mean, so is the scream now. The scream that guy's been dead for a while. It's like in the 50s. Yeah. So what's up? You guys are fucking You guys would have heard this guy scream. What are you rolling a 7 and a 1 for? Insight, boss. So you're not sure how far he is. He's somewhere off to the northeast over there. It's pretty, still kind of dark. I guess the sun hasn't risen exactly. But it's somewhere up to the northeast, and it's definitely Gargak. You've heard the scream. I mean, these some old men, they be sleeping deep. I know you can't scream next to my ass. You could have came in there and set the house on fire when I'm asleep. So when you say pursue, understand that you were standing atop, a flat rock fucking surface, and he has been carried out over a forest top. That there is a drop. There is a drop there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta pursue him. It's not like you just walk out and be like, all right, I'm gonna cruise out there, because that's gonna equal gravity claim you like it just claimed him. I mean, I'm just throwing out there. I know Paramanders can fly, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so like that's the sort of shit I'm looking for. There we go. There we go. 17s. All right, so yeah, you fucking managed to do it. Get on top of one of these two trees over there. Make your way over there to the northeast. If you want to continue looking for Gargak, you can give me another perception check and or investigation. So yeah, you see the form of Gargak clutching the side of one of these branches. This branch does not look like it's happy about this. It is kind of bent inward. It doesn't look like it's necessarily going to break, but if Gargak were to maybe bounce a lot, it might. And yeah, from where you're standing, it does not look like a fun drop. The sun is starting to come up. The rest of you sitting across the old man sitting atop the mountaintop would see at least the silhouettes of these Nevics sitting atop the treetop. Hey, Gargak has a really low pass perception. Maybe yeah, you can make noise, you can yell. Yeah, I mean he would be able to, naturally be like that. It's in that direction. Yeah, yeah. You would see him, but you wouldn't have a clear way of how you would reach him.
Come over here. What we use to get back.
Now he is clutching on a like I say he's brought he's like bear hugging a branch that is basically doing its best to hold him. Um, yeah, so You know, you go ahead and yell what you want at him, but just everybody be mindful of that. And remember, persuasion is not mind control, so it just means he sounds convincing.
You got this.
He slips a little bit as he says this. Okay, he literally with the nat one, he messes up when he goes to say this. Actually slips a little bit, you know, on his own treetop, kind of wobbling his words. Looks to the forest. Has one of those like digital, there's like Winnie the Pooh, like it's like Winnie the Pooh situations where you look at the ground and zoom in and out real quick. Yeah. Why are we like this? How did we get here? Anyway, all right. So, So yeah, like I said, the sun's slowly starting to come up. My old men are sitting here trying to top this mountaintop still. Nevik is standing on a treetop with a barely balanced, thin booty, and Gargak's heavy ass is fucking hanging from a branch. Yeah, after doing a scrap, after like freeing himself from a bird that was pissed off about it and fluttered off and was like "fuck you," and he did the squirrel thing. I mean, now in the bird's defense, he literally looks like a giant squirrel. You can see the ground, like I said. You can. It's about 30 to 40 feet from where you are. It does not look like a fun fall.
Also, 500 feet plateau that we like. If I keep on the treetops, I would get there. That second figure right now. One less mistake.
What are you gonna do when you get there? I mean, I can add attention to this and just start crackling this branch, bro. So you're just gonna release and yeah, do a second charge of slow fall. All right, all right. So yeah, Gargak just gives you a squirrel wink and fucking jumps. Yeah, just releases off this branch and opens up his fucking cloak and floats down slowly to the forest floor. Gargak, you find yourself in quite literally like a serene Disney fucking forest floor. Like it is, you know, gorgeous out here. There are thick trees all around you, shit ton of bushes. Dirt is, you know, well here. There's shit ton of hills. You can hear water. So you would have witnessed this. The Gargak just us descend.
I want to see how awake our party is while I'm still perched up.
That's up to those guys. Like I said, the sun's slowly starting to rise. If you're trying to ascertain how awake they are, yeah, that's just inside check. But I mean, that would be up to them as like individuals to, you know, if they want to be old grumpy men and wake up later in the day or whatever. Like 5 in the morning, yeah, exactly. Like they've been up, he's already got a coffee, he's reading the paper. Like yeah, just like yeah, yeah. We're just sitting there watching this whole thing.
My bonus action to yell at them, hey, we're moving on. And then
No, you don't have to think about it, but yeah, we don't have to think about it. Like, if you're trying to do another mathematics check to get to Gargak, he's on the forest floor. There's no amount of acrobaticing that's going to defy gravity's fall. I've never seen enough cool flips to stop it from doing that. Yeah, now if you want to use the trees and stuff, that yeah, I mean that makes more sense. But that's what I'm saying is yet to get to him directly, it's just like jump off where you fucking are and try to fall down doing some acrobatic flips. I'm like,
No, no.
descend the tree. Yeah, give me an fucking acrobatic check, boss. Roll that at a 16. Um, uh, roll me roll me 2d8, boss. Did you catch a couple of branches on your smooth way down? Uh, like yes, that's yeah, something in your motherfucking descent didn't go exactly right there. Thumped your head a little bit and made a 3. Damage as you finally do just hit the bottom of the floor. You're not too far away from where Gargak is. I'd say a good 12, 13 feet away. He can see you, you can see him. It's romantic. So yeah. So now you're on the ground.
Like, you're still, every time they dance back, you're just like, they got
What is he doing? Da, na, na, na. Why is he going this way? It's making me uncomfortable. Da, na, na, na. Anyway. All right, so yeah, here we are. What's up?
so you have to descend the plateau. Yeah.
I mean, the gentlemen that you were watching, of squirrel form and other type of squirrel form, are no longer no longer visible as they've descended to the forest floor.
So it's a fine process of descending.
Saw Gargak just like fly down. You pull out the paper. You're like, shot.
Oh, no, no,
Just like,
So you can either, if you're trying to just clamber down a tree or the side of this stone face here that is pretty flat, it's either strength or athletics. Yeah, these things are all like I said, the flat. These are flat on, and these actually they have some of these on like beaches and shit where they're all just flat on one side. These like huge, yeah.
on the other side.
Nope, it's just a drop off. Yeah, it's just drop off. Like the terrace goes up and then the steps just drop off, and that's what creates this giant mountainside wall that is encompassing the side of the forest that Nevik and Gargak are currently standing in. All right, athletics or acrobatics, your choice, boss. So yeah, you're gonna fail that, uh, and just straight fall that shit. So that's pretty harsh. I've been on a D8 kick tonight, so let's give me a 48 for gravity directly. And Faerunus just falls beside you like a sack of potatoes. Just fucking like he just steps 1 foot off and like as you're falling, he somehow falls faster than you and hits the ground with his own 48. And those are the damages you take as the 2 old men join the party in a most ungraceful fashion. Like yeah, Nevik sitting over there watching Gargak slowly run towards him as like Jason and Beirut just comedically just crash to the ground behind you. Uh, Beautiful scene, guys. Wonderful. So yeah, I think this is now we're in a deep forest. It's gonna take us a little while to get out of this forest, and I think it's a good place for us to pause because I can set up some nice scenarios in a forest like this. Yeah, because like I said, can't predict where you guys are gonna go and what you guys are gonna do, but I do if you give me a setting that you're in at the end of it. Yeah. Oh, don't do giant spiders. Oh well, now you done fucked yourself. No, don't say things like this. Don't do it. No, no, no. Fuck that guy.